Alrighty, I guess today's going to be proof that you can find pretty much about anything on YouTube these days. Um, I have taken a Tesla coil that I put the project on hold like well over a year ago, put it into the closet, and today I have moved it to the top of my bathtub, right into the shower. So, why would I do that? Well, there's a couple reasons. There's nothing around to interfere with the characteristics of the secondary coil, and it's really the only space I have left. So that's where it's at. So right there's the interesting top. And I guess I'm a little late for the season here. So this is Mr. Pumpkinhead. And he simply turned into Pumpkinhead just because I ran out of foil tape. And I looked at it and I said, you know what, that's really cool. I'm not even going to bother to finish it. I'm just going to leave it that way. And so it's an 8-inch styrofoam ball, which I think is going to get very interesting. Judging from something I did many years ago with a very large sheet of styrofoam and high voltage. So we'll see how that works out. Now, maybe I should show this. What I did was I just hollowed out the inside of the ball with a Dremel tool and cut it down very, very evenly. So there's a tap on here I want to take a look at, and it's this tap right here. I have labeled 239.9 microhenries. So all I did was just put my signal generator on that tap, put a 100 ohm non-inductive resistor on the generator, feed it into the tap, and hang the scope across the tap. And I also want to check the resonant frequency, which appears to be 210 kilohertz. So Mr. Pumpkin is actually dropping like 60K with the parasitic capacitance up there. Now this is something I'd just like to show real quick here for somebody that maybe never messed with a Tesla coil before and is just starting out. Is I take my hand, which obviously you can't see, and move it close to the top. Right there I'm probably about 4.5 inches away from the top. And you can see how drastically that has affected the tuning on it. So if I leave my hand there, the best that I can, and re-dip it, you can see now it's tuned at 196 kilohertz just by simply having my hand at that point. So it dropped the resonance of it that much. So if I take my hand away and now go back up to 210 kilohertz, now it's tuned back again. So what I'm going to do is just hang a 0.1 cap across that tap to recheck the inductance of it to make sure that I'm not going to be in for any surprises. And ideally I should have checked the accuracy on this cap. I did not. I don't know if it's a 5% or a 10%. And I know for certain when I labeled this, I took every precaution. So if it gives me a different reading, I am more likely to believe what it's labeled as rather than what I see today. Because I have clip leads and stuff hanging on here, and that's just something I never do when I'm checking tuning on something. So we're going to resonate that 0.1 cap with that tap that I want to use, and we're going to see where that thing runs at. And what just happened here? Oh, there we are. So if we peak that, we get about 32.7 kilohertz. And if we take that and plug it into a resonance calculator, I come up with that tap is now 236.8 microhenries roughly. So 236.8, and I have 239.9. So there's obviously no big error there. So now if I go a step further on a resonance calculator, I want to use 2400 picofarad on this thing. So with that tap value right there, we are looking at 211 kilohertz is where that thing's going to run. So that's the plan I'm going to take. I'm going to put 2400 on it and see if I can get it to tune on that tap or the next tap up or down. So I appreciate you watching. Have yourself a nice day.